Good morning, students. I am going to teach you subject physics, class 9th, part 3. In this chapter, I am going to derive the equation of motion, that is v square is equal to u square plus 2as. First of all, consider a body having initial velocity u, and suppose it is subjected to a uniform acceleration a, then after a certain time t, its final velocity becomes u, and also in the time t, the distance traveled by a moving object is s. Therefore, we know that from the second equation of motion, s is equal to ut plus half a t square, and also from first equation u is equal to v is equal to u plus at, which is equation second. Now we find the time from the equation 2, that is v minus u is equal to at. Therefore, t is equal to v minus u by a. Now substituting the value of t from equation 3 in first. Therefore, the equation first becomes s is equal to u into v minus u by a plus half a into v minus u by a का whole square. Now substituting the value of t from 3 in first, therefore equation first becomes s is equal to u into v minus u by a plus half a v minus u by a whole square. Yeah, this implies s is equal to uv minus u square by a plus 1 by 2 into a into v square minus u square plus v square plus u square minus 2 u v by a square. We solve the given equation as s is equal to uv minus u square by a plus half a v minus u by a का whole square, that is v square plus u square minus 2uv by a square. Therefore, the next step is s is equal to uv minus u square by a plus half v square plus u square minus 2uv by a, और इसे सॉल्व करने के बाद यानी s is equal to 2uv minus u square plus v square plus u square minus 2uv by 2a, और 2uv और 2uv को कैंसिल कर देते हैं, चूंकि सेम मैग्नीट्यूड अपोजिट साइन है इसलिए कैंसिल कर दिए, और क्रॉस कैंसिल करने के बाद इसको बाय क्रॉस मल्टीप्लिकेशन के द्वारा इससे 2as बराबर v स्क्वायर माइनस u स्क्वायर या v स्क्वायर इक्वल टू u स्क्वायर प्लस 2as, यह इक्वेशन हुआ और इसे इस तरह से ट्रैक किया जाता है. Second topic is graphical representation of data, that is motion. Now we will discuss the various types of graphs which is used to calculate the acceleration, motion, that is speed, velocity and the distance traveled by a moving object. In first, distance time graph. Distance time graph या distance time graph, you know that a body is moving either with uniform velocity or non-uniform velocity या speed. If a body is moving with uniform speed and if we draw the graph of the distance traveled against the time, the graph will be a straight line. And if we draw the graph of the distance traveled against a time when the object is moving with non-uniform speed, then the graph will be a curve. And in uniform speed, the velocity, that is a speed of a moving object, is calculated by the slope of the curve, that is the graph of the distance time graph, which is theta. For a speed, uniform speed, we take a point A on the graph and we draw perpendicular AM from A on x-axis, that is time axis, and also AN from A on distance axis. Therefore, we know that a speed is equal to distance traveled by time, and in the graph the distance traveled is given by AM and the time is given by OM. Therefore, a speed is equal to distance traveled AM by time taken OM, which is the slope या gradient of the line OA, which makes an angle theta, and the tangent of the angle of inclination is called slope, that is slope of the line AM by OM, which gives the uniform speed of a moving object from the graph. And in case of a body moving with non-uniform speed, then the graph will be a curve, and we can find the speed at a certain point by taking a perpendicular distance on time axis and distance axis, and we can find the non-uniform speed at a certain point. Second, speed time graphs. There are three types of speed time graphs. That is, when the speed of a body remains constant. Second, it moves with uniform speed, and third, it moves with non-uniform speed. First, if a object moves and its velocity remains constant, then the graph between speed and time is parallel to the time axis. And if the object is moving with uniform speed, then the graph between speed and time is a straight line, which gives the acceleration. And also, if the object is moving with non-uniform speed, then the graph between speed and time is a curve. Then, in the first case, when the object is moving and its speed remains constant, then find the distance covered by a moving object. Then we take any point B on the curve and we draw perpendicular BR from B on the time axis and the space enclosed by the curve and the time axis, which gives the distance covered by a moving object, which is equal to the area of a rectangle. And second, if a body moves with uniform speed, then the graph between speed and time, which is a straight line, which gives the acceleration. And also, if moves with a uniform speed, then the distance covered by a moving object is equal to the area या space between the curve and the time axis. Suppose a body is moving with a constant speed, then we take and the graph is parallel to time axis. If you find two distance covered by a moving object, then we take a point B on the straight line, that is graph, and we draw perpendicular BR from B on time axis. Therefore, we know that the distance traveled by a moving object is a speed into time, and in the given graph the speed is given by BR and the time is given by OR. Therefore, the distance traveled by a moving object is BR into OR, which is the area of a rectangular AORB. And second case, when a object is moving with uniform speed, then the distance covered by a moving object is the space between the straight line, that is graph, and the time axis. For this, we take a point A on the graph and we draw perpendicular AM from A on time axis. Therefore, triangle AOM is a right triangle. Therefore, the distance covered by a moving object is the area enclosed by a curve and the time. Therefore, this triangle is right triangle. Therefore, area of the triangle is distance traveled is equal to area of triangle AOM is equal to 1 by 2 into AM into OM. AM into OM. AM is the speed and OM is time. Therefore, the distance traveled is equal to 1 by 2 into S into T, which is the distance traveled by a moving object when the body moves with uniform speed. And we calculate the distance traveled by the graph. And also we can find the acceleration, that is uniform acceleration, with the graph by formula. We know that if you have to calculate the acceleration from the speed time graph when the object is moving with uniform speed, then we know that the acceleration is change in speed by time interval. Suppose we take a point A on the graph and we draw perpendicular AM from A on time axis, that is OX. Then acceleration is equal to change in speed. The change in speed 0 indicates the speed of the object at initial point. The initial point is 0 and final speed is A, that is change in acceleration is equal to change in speed, that is AM by time interval, that is OM, which is equal to the slope of the line OA. That is, if an object is moving with uniform speed and if we draw the graph between speed and time, then the slope of the graph which gives the uniform acceleration of a moving body, and also the distance covered by a moving object is given by the area enclosed by the graph and the time axis. But if an object is moving with non-uniform speed, then the graph is a curve, that is parabola. Third topic is to derive the equations of motion by graphical method. Then you know that there are three equations of motion, that is first v is equal to u plus at, second s is equal to ut plus half at square, and third v square is equal to u square plus 2as. Then if draw the graph, suppose a moving object has initial velocity u, which is at A, and then the object is accelerating from A to B, and the acceleration is denoted from A to B. If you have to derive the formula, we complete, that is we draw perpendicular BN from B on x-axis, and also BM from B on y-axis, and also we draw a line from the point A which is parallel to time axis. Therefore, after a time t, the moving object acquires a velocity v, which is represented by nb, and the initial velocity is represented by OA. Therefore, from the figure Bn, from the given figure, Bn is equal to Br plus Rn, या Bn, which is represented the final velocity, that is V, is equal to Br plus Rn, which is equal to OA, which represents initial velocity u, that is u, equation first. Now Br have to calculate, therefore AB indicates the uniform acceleration. Therefore, now in triangle ARB, the slope of the AB which gives the acceleration, therefore acceleration A is equal to BR by AR. Yeah, this implies A is equal to BR by AR, that is ON. A बराबर BR बटा ON, या A is equal to BR by ON. ON which represents time, that is T, या BR is equal to AT. Second, now substituting the value of BR from 2 in first, therefore V is equal to AT plus U. Yeah, this implies V is equal to U plus AT. This is the first equation of motion, that is V is equal to U plus AT. And the second equation is S is equal to UT plus half AT square. You know that if a graph versus velocity and time is given, then we can find the distance traveled by a moving object by the area enclosed by the graph and the time axis. Therefore, the area enclosed by the graph and the time axis is distance. So distance is equal to area of the figure OABN. OABN. That is S is equal to area of rectangle OARN plus area of triangle ARB. That is the distance covered by a moving object is given by the area enclosed by graph and the time axis. That is the area enclosed by a graph which is equal to the distance covered by a moving object, which is equal to area of a rectangle, that is OARN plus area of triangle ARB. This implies S is equal to area of rectangle, that is ON into NR, ON into NR plus area of triangle ARN, that is 1 by 2 into AR into BR. AR into BR. Here S is equal to ON, that is T into NR, that is U, that is UT plus 1 by 2 AR, that is T into BR. Equation first. You know that the acceleration of a moving body, which can be calculated from the graph, is acceleration is equal to slope of the graph, that is BR बटा AR, या BR by AR, which is equal to ON. Yeah, this implies acceleration is equal to BR by ON. ON represents time, that is T. Yeah, this implies BR is equal to AT. Now, substituting the value of BR from 2 in equation first. Therefore, the equation first becomes S is equal to UT plus half T into BR. BR is equal to AT. This implies S is equal to UT plus 1/2 AT square. This is the second equation of motion. And the third equation is V square is equal to U square plus 2S. You know that the distance covered by a moving object is the area enclosed by the graph and the time axis. Therefore, in the given graph, the distance covered by a moving object, which is S, equal to area of a trapezium OABN. Here in the given figure, OABN is a trapezium because OA is parallel to BN and ON is the perpendicular distance between two parallel lines. So OABN is a trapezium and the distance covered by a moving object is given by the area enclosed by the graph and the time axis. Yeah, this implies S is equal to area of trapezium, that is 1/2 into sum of two parallel sides, that is OA plus BN into the perpendicular distance between two sides, that is ON. The area of trapezium, which is equal to sum of two parallel sides into 1/2 into the perpendicular distance between two parallel sides. Yeah, this implies S is equal to 1/2. OA represents initial velocity plus BN represents final velocity and ON represents time. Equation first. And also we know that V is equal to U plus AT. This is the first equation of motion. Here V minus U is equal to AT. Therefore, T is equal to V minus U by A. From this first equation of motion, we find that in terms of final velocity, initial velocity and acceleration, which is equation second. Now substituting the value of T from 2 in first. Therefore, the equation first becomes S is equal to 1/2 V plus U. U plus V is also written as V plus U into T, which is equal to V minus U by A. V minus U by A. Yeah, this implies S is equal to 1/2A into VA square minus UA square. Yeah, this implies by cross multiplication 2AS is equal to VA square minus UA square. Yeah, VA square is equal to UA square plus 2AS. This is the third equation of motion.
Thank you.
Fourth topic is uniform circular motion. When a body moves with uniform velocity in a circular path, then this motion is called uniform circular motion. You know that the velocity, that is a speed of a body, is uniform, but its motion is not a uniform, because at every point, at every moment, its direction of the velocity speed changes. So the object which is moving in the circular path with uniform velocity, then it is not uniform in case of velocity, and the which is accelerated. You know that if an object is moving with uniform velocity, then the acceleration is zero. But in this case, that is when an object is moving with uniform motion in a circular path, then the motion of an object is accelerated, because at every point, at every moment, it's the direction of the velocity always changes. And how can you find the velocity of a object moving in a circular path? And you know that a necessary centripetal force which provides to an object to move in a circular path, and this centripetal force is equal to mv square by r. And how can you find the velocity of a moving object when it revolves or circulates in a path? That is, if the track is a circular and its radius is r, then you know that velocity is equal to distance by time, that is d is equal to distance, total length of the circular track is equal to 2 pi r by t, 2 pi r by t, where 2 pi r is the circumference of the circular path. Therefore, v is equal to 2 pi r by